Hi, it's Brook here, and this is just a short video about objection handling. I was recently working with one of my large corporate clients. They were rolling out advanced sales development system across the company, across all 4 regions and to more than 42 sales professionals. Now, when I work with companies like this, I always provide them with a phone number and my email address so they can contact me with questions and get support at any time. And just last week, one of the managers called to ask if I could help with something he was planning for a regional meeting. He wanted to run a short session on objection handling. So of course I gave him a few suggestions of some powerful techniques, and here they are. But just before I get into the solutions I gave him, I've got 3 incredible trainings for you that will catapult your influence and persuasion skills into orbit. These include 2 new training videos I've just made for you and an audio download. In this you'll discover how to use Cialdini's rules of influence, the proven scientific stuff. You can grab yours by clicking on the link at the end of this video, or the link below the video. The way you deal with the objections you receive from your customers and prospects will determine your sales success. So here are 3 techniques you can start using today. They're tried, tested, and work. So go on, give them a try. Technique 1. When you hear the objection, when you hear any objection, you always need to acknowledge it first. They might say something like, "I could see that element of your product being a problem for us." Then you tell them that other, bigger and better companies have had similar objections or problems. Then you might say, "Big Company Limited," name drop to build credibility, "felt exactly the same as you are right now." Now notice this is in the past tense, inferring they don't feel like this now. They used that particular part of the product and they found it increased their turnover by a further 20% by doing X, Y, or Z. Technique 2. Use the quotes pattern. It said you can say anything when it's said in quotes. You handle the objection by telling them what another customer said to you about your product and this objection, and just relate the conversation back to them. This technique also uses the rule of social proof, so it's like a double whammy. Social proof is one of the most powerful rules of influence, and you can discover more about using social proof and the other rules of influence in my free training resources that I mentioned earlier. Remember, you can get your free influence training at the end of this video. You might say something like, "Yes, I was speaking to Mr. Big," with a big title for credibility, "at such and such a company, and it's best it's a similar industry and relevant. And he said to me, we thought that quote was too high, but after using the product for 6 months, we're so glad we hadn't pulled out. It would have been a mistake. Our costs have decreased by 22% in the time we've saved." Technique 3. With Technique 3, you're going to inoculate against the objection before it's raised. This means you're going to handle the objection before they mention it. If you know that a significant number of prospects have a similar objection, or you know this customer has a particular issue, why wait until it's raised? They're already thinking about it after all. You might say something along the lines of, "You might be thinking that our after-sales support package is an unnecessary expense. But I have to tell you, Our experience has shown that from our other customers who invested in the additional after-sales support package for product X, Y or Z, their IT support bill has reduced by an average of 26%. These techniques use powerful elements of NLP and as such often work at a subconscious level. You can find more NLP sales techniques in our online learning portal. Thank you for taking the time to watch this influence training video. There'll be more training videos here on my blog site. And do remember to click the link at the end for your free influence training videos and audio download.